Hello.
Okay, hi guys. Happy Monday.
Hey, fun. It is Monday as well. To me, all of the days have blood, so I
They're all
never
pretty
know.
much the same. Yeah, it's true. I actually prefer the weekdays now because the weekends are just way too long. If you can't leave the
I
house.
agree. I agree. Sunday was my favorite day, and now it's my least favorite
Yeah.
day.
It's funny though that for you Sunday is your favorite day because for me I mean, see, on Sundays, I mean it's terrible, but I like suffer from the anticipation of Monday. So I kind of ruin my
Oh
Sunday by thinking about
no.
it.
Oh, so sad. No, my Sunday is like a nice rest because I feel like on Saturday you want to do stuff.
Yeah.
It's your weekend, so you want to fill your Saturday with lots of things, and you feel guilty if you do nothing on Saturday. But on Sunday is the day to do nothing,
To
and
do
it's okay.
nothing. Yeah.
It's the designated nothing day.
No, that's true. And now it's been like all day like that. Yeah, for me, because Sundays, what I should do also more often is, there are certain duties that instead of doing during the week, I kind of postpone and I keep just kind of, forgetting about it. For example, I gotta clean the house a bit, especially the bathroom. And so a lot of the times, like Sunday is the day, is like, oh gosh, I really gotta take care of this before the new week. And so I end
Yeah.
up actually being quite busy. But no, but we've had a lot of time in our hands. Have you been like watching anything on like Netflix or some other
I've been
service?
watching everything. I am currently in the process of trying to buy some like watercolors and paper on
Hmm.
Amazon, but then it's like trying to find some that are in stock that will come not in May. And I'm trying
Ah,
to use the Italian Amazon, and it's so confusing because I'm not sure if the description matches the picture.
I see. But that's
Having a
something that
hard
you
time.
you have done though, like painting, things like that.
Not really. I just decided that I've got all the time now
To
to
start,
to
yeah.
play about. Why not? I think it would
Oh,
be nice.
cool. Yeah, one of my flatmates, she found something on Amazon. It's called, I think, Paint by Numbers or something. And so it's really cool
Oh,
because they
sure,
have these
sure.
really nice, images, and you just kind of follow the schemes. Like the number one, it's like that shade, and then it all comes like together. So you're basically kind of like coloring with the paint.
Yeah.
But the
No,
final
it's
result is actually
nice.
really impressive because it just looks like real, like as in, it's like this super complicated thing that you did. But you're just kind of following the
Wow.
numbers like that. But
That's
actually,
cool.
I did order some stuff from Amazon a couple of days ago, and I thought that it would also take a while. They were giving me some of the delivery times. It was supposed to arrive on like April 4th, but then actually everything came the next day. So it came
Really?
earlier than what they had, yeah, predicted. Now, I don't know if
Hmm.
maybe it's because I also ordered essential items. Because I know for non-essential things, they give less priority. So I had some food
What were your
stuff.
essential
Well, I had
items?
like some, like just like food stuff, like coconut oil and like some vitamins. So I don't know if because they
Huh,
were mailing that, they figured we might as well just, it all comes from the same warehouse. So maybe,
maybe.
but I was quite
Oh,
happy. So great. All right,
okay.
guys, we see that we have one viewer at the moment. So if you have a Google account and you can comment, let us know your name, let us know where you come from, so we know that. And if you've never had a lesson with us, we are teachers from one of the Milan schools. We work in a central school in Via Meravigli. I'm Thiago, originally from Brazil, but I've spent a lot of time in California growing up. And I've been here in Milan since 2016.
Nice, yes. And I'm Jadene. I'm from London in England, and I have only been in Italy since October. So I'm very new. Very new.
Fantastic. All right, guys, and today, as you can see on our slides, we will be talking about a place at least I find really fun. I love going there. The
I
first thing
love
to
it
talk
too.
about is the pronunciation, because I know that at least in Italian, the pronunciation tends to be IKEA. And Jadine, how do we pronounce this?
I say IKEA.
IKEA,
Um,
exactly.
yes. Although I guess probably the Italian way is more similar to the correct
It
way
could
in
be more
Swedish,
similar to
where
the
they
original.
say IKEA. So
Yeah,
you know,
that's more similar, yeah. All right, fantastic. So, Jadine, what exactly are we talking about today?
yes. So in this focus activity, we are looking at have got, which is something we use to show possession or ownership.
Hmm.
Looking at furniture, which are possessions we have around our homes, and paying in a shop. Ooh.
Exactly. So it should be a very practical one with lots of vocab. So we'll start with a few questions. If whoever is watching us, if you would like to participate, that would be great. We have a few questions. So do you like IKEA? Why or why not if you don't? And do you go shopping at IKEA? So while you answer us, I guess Jadine and I can discuss this. So Jadine, you said you
Yeah,
also like IKEA, yeah?
I love IKEA.
Why? Why do you love
I
IKEA?
love it. It's just really fun. I am someone I like when I walk past people's houses to look in because not to be creepy, but I'm just amazed always at how different people live and like
Mm-hmm.
the different styles people have and the ways they express themselves. And I like that IKEA is just like walking through lots of different houses, all different styles. Um, and some are really cool, the way they put things together, or the way they use the space well.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like IKEA. Hey, Benedetta, how are you? Where are you? Um, let us know. I also like in IKEA. I like the ice cream in IKEA. I
Uh-huh.
like I like the breakfast. When I was a child, I used to love the child or the children's play area. IKEA had everything. I love the plants. So
Oh yeah,
really,
the
I have
plants. That's such a nice
many
area
reasons.
too. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, I would
Okay.
say
So
for
what
me, it's
about?
very, very similar. I really like going. In fact, I wish that it were easier to go because in Milan, I believe there are three different IKEAs, but they're all quite far outside the city, and there is no public transportation that takes you there. So what you have to do
Oh,
is you have to go to a metro station of some sort, and then you have to get on another bus, like an IKEA bus. So it can be a little bit of a
really?
long process, yeah, just to go
There's an IKEA.
sometimes. There's an IKEA bus, yeah, and as long as you buy something, then you can validate the ticket. So then it's basically free to take that bus.
Ah, I
Um,
love it.
yeah, but otherwise, I would
Oh,
honestly probably go even more often because yeah, I love yeah, as you said, looking. I really like also interior design and just like seeing what people are
mm,
doing. One place you would probably really enjoy because you like looking inside houses is actually several countries in Northern Europe. They have like all the big windows and you can see inside the
mm,
house a lot. I know travel. I tend to travel
yeah.
quite often to the Netherlands, and it's one thing I always found quite nice actually, but at the same time different because we're so I don't know privacy like closing our windows, small windows, and you just see these big
Oh,
glass windows
I
and you
would
can look
hate it
inside
if someone was looking inside my house, but I
your house.
love
Yeah,
looking in other people's.
yeah.
Love it.
Great. Oh, hi, Benedetta. Benedetta's from Pescara in Abruzzo. Great. So, Benedetta, in Pescara, do you have an IKEA? Do you have an IKEA in your area? And do you also go shopping there, Jadine? Or do you prefer to
Um,
just mostly look at stuff?
I do sometimes go shopping. It depends what I need. Um, I love I love the IKEA things. They're really cheap or affordable, which means maybe not cheap, but the price is reasonable for what it is you need to buy. And there are lots of different styles, but sometimes it feels like maybe everyone has the same things.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so maybe for something like some shelves to put, photographs or plants or something on, I would go to IKEA. Or a bed, but for my main furniture, I'd prefer to go somewhere else.
Yeah, you're right. I definitely have some things that I have seen in different places, like my blanket cover. It's like I've seen that in like movies, even, and things, or like it's glasses. Like there's the standard
Yeah.
IKEA glasses. I feel like everyone has. So you're right. It tends to
Exactly.
kind of be a standard that a lot of people have.
Mm.
So Benedetta's saying that there is an IKEA in Pescara. Good. And Benedetta, do you like IKEA? Do you go shopping there? Let us know. And anyone else also joining us now, guys, make sure to introduce yourself so we know who we're talking to.
Yes, we love to make new friends.
Yeah,
Oh, hey,
Massimo.
Massimo.
Oh my gosh, I
Nice
love
to
that
see you
hat.
again. I said that as well. I
It's
saw Massimo
badass.
a few hours ago. It's a great hat.
It's something you would see like people in America wear. I don't think I've ever seen anyone in Italy wearing that. That's great. Cool.
But
All right,
yes,
guys. So
Massimo. How do you feel about IKEA as well?
exactly. So let us know in the comments. We are going to go to the next slide, but please, you can still answer these questions. All
Okay.
right. So usually, as Jadene was saying, IKEA is divided usually by rooms of the house, so you can kind of
Mm.
get inspiration as well. And then towards the end, you can also find just individual items, so that if you didn't pick up early on, you can pick it up later. So here we have some of the main rooms of the house. So just for pronunciation, maybe Jadine, do you want to read this column here on the left, and then I can read the definitions, and then you guys
Sure.
can maybe match them?
No, Benedetta does like IKEA. Yes.
She
Excellent.
does.
I haven't met
Great.
anyone who does not like IKEA. I love IKEA.
Yeah, really.
Okay. So we have on the left bedroom, living room, bathroom, dining room, kitchen, garden, and balcony.
Exactly. And the definitions are, so this is the room where you can have a shower or wash your hands. Two, a place to watch TV or relax. And I really want to focus on TV over here, all right? So V. Three, this
Mm.
is where you sleep. Four, a place to look at the city. Five, here you can sunbathe and grow plants. Six, in this room, you can have lunch or dinner. And seven, in this room, you usually cook and prepare food. Massimo. So in this picture, it was in South of Baja California. Oh, that's great. Massimo, so I grew up in California, and a couple of times I actually traveled to Baja. I've never been to South Baja, but I was very close to the border. There is a place called Bahia de Los Angeles, and you can watch whales there. So it's really cool. I spent a couple of
Oh.
Christmases there. It's in Mexico. Really cool.
I'm Googling it now. So it's like, what is this? I didn't realize that California went down like that.
Yeah, it's
Um,
actually part of Mexico. It's like a little. Because you have like the most of the
ah,
country, and then there's like a very thin piece of it,
so it
and that's
literally
called
means
Baja
below
California. Yeah,
California.
and then it's
Ah,
divided into two parts.
because we're always talking about Massimo apparently, but did you know Massimo is an underwater photographer?
Oh, really?
So Seth
Cool.
told me this in the last lecture. Now I
Awesome.
will. I'll tell you in the webinar. So there you go.
Really cool.
Yeah, the pictures look amazing. Okay. Um.
Nice.
Oh, hello, Domenico from Bari. Okay, welcome. Do you like IKEA? We're all very interested in IKEA. And fantastic. And Benedetta
All
has
right. Benedetta's
some
on fire. Great job.
recipes.
So
Okay.
let's see. Let's have a look here. Then Benedetta. So you said that the bedroom is 3. So this is where you sleep. Yes. Actually, Benedetta, you're right with the order. It first goes the number and then letter. So yes. So 1, you can have a shower here or wash your hands. You said that's C. That's the bathroom. Great.
Okay.
2, a good place to watch TV or relax. Benedetta said that this is the living room. I certainly agree.
Yes, although also sometimes I don't know if it's the same for you, Thiago, but we can call the living room the sitting room.
The
I don't know
sitting
if
room,
you've
yeah,
ever heard
the
this.
sitting room
Yeah,
for sure. Hmm.
yeah, the same.
Exactly. They could even be slightly different. Yeah, like in a house, you can have a living room and a sitting room. Uh,
Yeah, it's true. If you
yeah,
have two kind of areas for
exactly.
chilling.
And then 3, this is where you sleep. Of course, that is the bedroom.
Uh,
Then we have a place to look at the city. What is Benedetta said that that would be G, the balcony. Exactly. You can
yes.
also have a big balcony. In that case, we can call it a terrace as well. So
Mm,
terrace is usually bigger. Balcony or terrace. Then we have 5. Here you can sunbathe and grow plants. And you said it is F, which is the garden. Yeah. Yeah,
lovely.
sunbathe is a good verb as well for you guys to use. I often hear people say to take the sun. It's more
Mm,
of a literal translation of it. So we would say the
yeah.
verb to sunbathe. Thanks, Massimo, as well for your answer. So you're saying that 6, Massimo. Let's see, where's 6? So in this room, you can have lunch or dinner, and you are saying that it is D, the dining room.
Mm,
Exactly. So you eat your lunch or dinner in the dining room, and you cook and prepare food in the kitchen.
exactly. I just want to point out, guys, that it's not a mistake that bedroom and bathroom are one word, but living room and dining room are two words. I'm not sure why, but the bedroom, this is all one word. So we don't say bedroom, it's bedroom.
Yeah, it's a good one. Just like, yeah, in English, we a lot of the times we kind of put things together like that. Yeah, nice guys. All right, good job. So in the beginning, Jadene mentioned already the verb have got. So when we're talking about kind of like in a certain way, it's possession, right? Of course, in this case, we're not saying that the apartment has a possession necessarily, but you could also say, I know that Benedetta in the beginning also used a very nice construction. It said there is, right? You said in Pescara,
Yeah.
there is an IKEA. And you can certainly say this in my apartment, there is a kitchen, there are bedrooms, but you can also say directly the verb have or have got. So in the third person, has or has got. Okay. And here we have an example. Could you read this example here, Jadine?
Oh. Yeah, okay.
All right. So yeah. So for example, here we have. See, my apartment has got a kitchen. So if it's 1, you just can say ah. You don't need to say the number 1. So a kitchen, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a balcony. Let's see. Oh, okay. So Jadene is having some technical problems with her laptop, guys. So she is reconnecting, but we can stay together and we can continue. So, what about you guys? Can you describe your apartment? So, let us know in the comments. I can give you an example of mine. Yeah. So, my apartment in Milan, it has got a kitchen, a dining room, and a living room all together. All together. So not separated. Okay, so it's one big open space. Kitchen, living room, and dining room. This is where I am in this moment. Okay? Uh, my apartment has got two bedrooms, two bathrooms, and one study. So a study is like a small room, usually where you have a desk or something like that. All right. So in the comments, let us know about your apartment. So what has your apartment got? So here's, I also wrote down my answer in the meantime. Let's see, Benedetta, let's have a look at yours. So my apartment has got a kitchen, one bedroom, a dining room, and one bathroom, but unfortunately there isn't any balcony. Ooh, Benedetta, I have the same situation because my apartment is on the ground floor. So I am on the street level. I'm not up. So I don't have any balcony. And in this period with the quarantine, it has been quite difficult because, I can never go outside for some fresh air or to get a little bit of sun. So I really miss a balcony. Okay. Really good job also, Benedetta. There isn't any. That's really nice. And just one little correction, maybe it was a distraction error when he said a dining room and a bathroom or one bathroom. So you can choose one or a. All right. And then Domenico says, my apartment has got a big kitchen. So I would say here a big kitchen. Okay, Domenico. Bedrooms, bathrooms, and a small balcony. Okay, so you have multiple bedrooms and bathrooms. Great. And then Massimo in my apartment has got a living room, three bedrooms, two bathrooms, a kitchen, a big garden, and two verandas. All right. Yeah, you can say veranda. Yeah, definitely. That certainly works. The only correction, Massimo, I would give you here is you can say, in my apartment, there is, but my apartment has got. So you don't need to say in if you're using has got. Okay. Welcome back, Jadine. Can you hear us?
Hello. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, I
Alrighty.
can see a lot has happened
Perfect.
in
Yeah, these
my
guys gave some
department.
really good examples here. Saying that Benedetta was mentioning how she doesn't have a balcony, which is, as you know, this is my problem during
Oh,
the
like
quarantine.
you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a struggle. What about your apartment, Jadine? Do you want to tell them what your apartment has got?
Yes. At the moment, my apartment has got one kitchen, one living, one bathroom, and two bedrooms. Thank you, Massimo. Um, and two balconies, but the big one faces away from the sun, and the little one that's this big faces towards the sun. So
So you just have to stand there in one position.
basically, it's not ideal, it's not perfect, but it's okay. And we also have a hallway.
Ah,
Um,
nice
so
word.
not every apartment has a hallway in definitely not in Milan anyway, but a hallway, oh yes, exactly, or corridor is the small area that can connect lots of rooms. So sometimes the rooms are directly connected. For example, my kitchen is connected to the living room. But between the kitchen and the living room and all the other rooms, there is a hallway.
Very nice. Perfect. All right. So I think everyone has now given an example. So really nice job here, guys. Now, of course, most people go to IKEA because they are looking for furniture. They're looking to buy different pieces of furniture. So here we have our 5 categories of the places, the rooms in the house that we mentioned and we already practiced. And then we have some pieces of furniture or also appliances. So appliance is something, for example, a dishwasher. So like usually an electric piece of furniture, even though it's not really furniture. So a washing machine, etc. We call that an appliance, whereas furniture is more chairs, a sofa, etc. So we will read them for you guys so we can focus on pronunciation, but let us know what are the things that we find in the bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, etc. So here, Jadine, maybe if you want to read, do you want to read the first 3 and I'll read the last 2 here?
Okay, so we have a sofa, which can also be called a couch. So sofa or couch, oven, coffee table, fridge, wardrobe, shower, dishwasher, table, bookshelf.
Great, fantastic. And an oven, just to clarify, that's where that's the part usually underneath where you can make, yeah, for example, pizza, cakes, etc. And then we have a bathtub, a bedside table, sink, barbecue, chairs, and a bed. So let's see. So Domenico is saying the sofa or the couch, we find that usually in the living room. You're absolutely right. Yeah. So in the living room.
Excellent.
So in the bookshelf, yeah, I would also agree with you, Massimo. I think a bookshelf usually in the living room. Personally, I have my bookshelf in my bedroom, but that's because I
Ooh,
also share my house with other people. But if
okay.
or just my house, I would definitely have it in the living room. It's also the stand where I have my television. That's why it's all down there.
Okay.
Nice. And what about an oven, guys? Where can we find an oven?
And listen to the pronunciation of this as well, because the O makes an unusual sound in the word oven. So to me, I think it sounds more like a U, oven.
Yeah, oven.
Mm, yeah.
And then the
Which of these
kitchen.
items? Ah, great. No, we can. No, I was going to say, which of these items do you own, Jago? Or do you have in your house?
Ah, yeah. Let's see. The ones that I don't have. So I don't have a coffee table. I don't have a dishwasher, unfortunately, and I don't have a bathtub or a barbecue.
Oh, I love barbecues.
Do you guys have a barbecue?
No, I wish.
Yeah, that'd be
But
so
in the
nice,
summer,
right?
I'll have to buy a barbecue.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so Massimo
So
said
yeah, so it's at the oven.
oven. Okay, so Massimo has said coffee, but it's not coffee because coffee does belong in the kitchen. I agree.
Hmm.
It's a coffee table.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think
So,
Domenico
okay,
has it.
yes. Though he says living room and kitchen. But guys, a coffee
Uh,
table is not where you eat your dinner. It's usually in the living room, and it's where you can. I can show you mine actually. Can you see? This is my coffee table. So it's a small table that you can rest drinks on, or yeah, papers or books. But we don't really eat on the coffee table because it's very low and close to the ground.
yeah, excellent. But Massimo, you are right about the fridge. I would definitely say the fridge is in the kitchen, uh, and also the dishwasher. Dishwasher would also be in the kitchen.
Exactly.
The wardrobe, this one is quite similar to Italian in the way it sounds, at least. So we're just going to go ahead and show that to you guys. The wardrobe is in the bedroom. It's where you put your clothes.
Yes.
And then the
Mhm.
shower, bathtub, and sink, uh, but also in the kitchen. Yeah, so I guess you were saying, Massimo, so shower, bathtub, and sink, they are
Ah,
usually in the bathroom, but the
but
sink
also
also in the
in the
kitchen. You're
kitchen.
right. Yeah, we have, right.
Okay.
So shower is in the bathroom, dishwasher, kitchen. Table would be in different places, really. You can have, a kitchen table, a table in your living room, maybe, or dining room, and you can even have one outside, perhaps in the balcony in the garden.
Hmm,
The
that's
bookshelf. Has anyone given us bookshelf? Yes, Massimo said it before. Living room,
true.
good.
Excellent.
Bathtub, of course, in the bathroom, and then this one, a bedside table.
Yeah, so this one is kind of in the name,
Yeah,
guys. So
yeah, it's very
we are
practical. Yeah,
practical sometimes with English. It's
yeah.
literally a table that sits at the side of your bed.
Yeah, I love the Italian word for it. It's like the little comfort. That's what they call it.
Oh,
Like a
how nice.
comodino. It's like, yeah, it's such a cute, like a little comfort that you just like. It really is, convenient, especially for your cell phone. Uh, in my old house, I didn't have a bedside table, and it drove me crazy having to just always put my
Yeah,
cell phone like on the ground. I was always afraid I would wake up and step on my phone.
yeah,
Uh,
no, I love bedside tables. I
yeah.
really do. But it's hard because you want one that looks nice, but that is also useful. Sometimes I see bedside tables and it's literally just like
Just a
looks like
surface.
a surface. Yeah, a surface on a stand. There are no
Yeah.
drawers, and you need drawers. Okay, you need some privacy in your
Yeah.
bedside table.
Great.
um.
And then the
Okay,
sink,
so
as you guys said, yeah, bathroom and
bathroom
kitchen
and
to wash your
kitchen.
hands, for
Wonderful.
example. The
Yes, so
barbecue,
Massimo says barbecue in the garden, and he's even spelt it BBQ,
yeah,
which
nice.
again is a very common abbreviation. It's fine to do. Ah, yes, and bedside table in the bedroom, exactly.
Great. And then, of course,
And
chairs. I
then,
mean, it can be in different places. You can have, of course, chairs
ooh,
outside, or really good one here.
armchair.
Mm,
Yes, an armchair is like a sofa, but for one person.
yeah. A chair where you can also kind of rest your arms, so you can kind of relax, watch TV. The armchair, and then
Exactly.
lastly, like it says in the name, in the bedroom, of course.
Fantastic. Well done,
Great.
everybody.
Nice job, yeah. Very nicely done. And so all, the category for all these things, we call that furniture, which is uncountable, by the way, because it's the category. So we would say a piece of furniture if we want to count. All right, guys, excellent. Now, so here we have a few questions that just to kind of practice. So we say we have got to talk about possession. And so I can ask an open question. For instance, I can say, so Jadene, what has your living room got?
My living room has got, or I can say it's got, a sofa and an armchair and a coffee table. But I just want to say, so Massimo has said a sink is in the bathroom, in the kitchen, and in the garden. So I just want you all to know that a sink is not where the water comes from. Okay, so the water comes from a tap, or in the US, they call it a faucet. This is where the water comes from, and the water goes into a sink. Okay? In the garden, probably if you have something that is long and green and water comes from it, this is called a hose.
Yeah, if you want to like maybe water your plants, you have a big garden, yeah, hose can be quite useful. Unless you have the only example I'm thinking of, maybe a sink in the garden. I know in
Maybe
Brazil,
there
for
is.
example, there is a really big like barbecue culture, and so a lot of the barbecues, they instead of being those things that you move around, you have like a whole area of your garden with kind of like a brick barbecue that is like kind of against the
Yeah, sure.
wall, and then you might have like an area to like also cut, whatever you barbecue, and then you might have a sink as well. But yeah, it's not
Yes, sure.
as common. Yeah. Nice.
Okay.
All right. So maybe guys, if you can give us some examples. So before you did really well saying, my apartment has got a living room, etc. Now think maybe about one specific room in your house. So and tell us about your bedroom or your bathroom, your kitchen. So what has it got?
Yeah. Exactly. What about you? Where are you? Are you in your living room or in your bedroom?
Yes, no, I'm in my living room. So it's actually it's a big kind of like an open plan sort of room. So I've got my kitchen. Right now I'm kind of in the dining room area of it. And then behind me is the living room. So it's all kind of one big space. And for example, in this room, so this room has got many things. Of course, it's got a big couch, big sofa behind me. It hasn't got a coffee table, but it has got like I can show you, like a big like footrest, like that orange thing there. It's
Wow.
not, it's like cushiony. And then it's got a table, it's got 4 chairs. And in the kitchen area, it's got an oven, it's got a sink, a refrigerator, but it hasn't got a dishwasher.
Okay. Okay, cool. So tell us, everybody, what has the room you're in got and what hasn't it got? And maybe from the descriptions, we could guess what room they're in.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. Make it a
Oh,
guessing game.
okay. Yeah. So it's interesting. Well, not interesting, but I think the same. Just don't forget when you guys ask questions as well. We change the word order of our sentence. So when we're speaking positively or negatively, we always start with the subject and then we follow it with verbs. But in the question form, we have the verb has first, so the auxiliary verb has, and then we have the subject just before the main verb. Yeah, so it's just something to remember. And you're also welcome to ask us questions as well if you want to. If you want to know more about our homes, then let us know.
Yes, I'm just writing this down what Jadine just said. It's a really good point. So in this case, for example, if we're asking a yes or no question, see if I'm making kind of a statement, an affirmative, I'm saying my kitchen has got an oven. But if I ask the question, see, my kitchen and has, they alternate. So has, your kitchen, got. Yeah, really nice point.
Okay,
Domenico has a good example.
wonderful. So my
So my
kitchen,
Yeah. So
it's
in
got
this case, Domenico, so you can decide, you can say my kitchen because you're being specific. But in that case, you don't use it because it is if you want to substitute. For example, I may ask Domenico, what has your kitchen got? So when you answer the question, now we know that you're talking about your kitchen. So if you don't want to be repetitive, you can say it's got. Okay, but nicely done. So my kitchen has got, or it's got, a fridge, big smart TV, a wooden
ooh,
table, and a sofa. Oh wow, it's a nice kitchen.
lovely. Massimo. Okay, so again, Massimo, the same. You can choose if you want to say my living room or just it. So it's got a coffee table, a fireplace, a TV, a couch, a very big table too. Everything else.
Everything else, all right,
Yeah,
great. Nice
everything.
word there, fireplace. Good.
Yes. Fireplace.
Yeah,
Where do you guys live? Did you tell us already?
yeah, I think it was Massimo's from Bologna, if I'm not mistaken. And a
Yes.
Benedetta from
Okay.
Pescara. I don't
And
remember
Domenico is
Domenico.
from Bari.
From
So in
Bari, okay.
Puglia.
Yeah, from Bari, yeah.
Okay, and Bernadetta. My kitchen has got a stove. A stove is also a really nice word. Stove is where we put pans to boil water,
Hmm.
whereas the oven is where we put food inside to bake it or roast it. A fridge, a table with chairs that hasn't got a dishwasher, like yours.
Yeah,
Whoa, do you live together?
yeah, basically, right?
No
Uh,
dishwashers and no balconies. Crazy.
Now, I heard that in British English sometimes, Jadine, the stove is also called a cooker. Is that right?
Yeah, we can call the whole thing actually is called a cooker.
So the
Um, so
oven
the
and stove.
oven and the stove.
Ah, I see. So
Um,
everything is a
but
cooker.
we can also call the stove a hob or hobs. And usually you have four hobs.
Ah,
So these
oops.
are each,
Ah,
yeah,
the burners.
a burners exactly. So
Ah,
they can be gas hobs if you have fire or electric hobs, or now there's also induction hobs. And induction is kind of like electric, um, but it only works if you have your pan on the surface. So it's meant to be safer, but I
yeah,
don't really
I'm
like
not a
them.
big fan either. I don't know why, but
No,
they look good. But in terms, I don't know,
I,
it feels like it's
I
much
just like
slower
gas.
as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like the fire is just there.
but
And
it
then when
makes it
you're
taste
finished,
better
it's just gone.
somehow.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, guys. Cool. So yeah, if you have other examples, feel free to let us know. We're getting to the end of our lesson, but before we do, there could be maybe some useful expressions. If you are ever at an IKEA or any other shop in another country, and you might want to ask for assistance. Here is some things we might ask. For example, I might approach a staff member and say, "Excuse me, where can I find something," right? So where can I find the kitchen department? Where can I find the bathroom accessories? Where can I find the wall decoration department? Where can I find the checkout? So of course, the checkout is where I pay for things. And here are some useful ones, Jadine, if you want to read it in terms of giving directions.
Sure. So at the back of the store, which is just wherever the entrance is, the furthest part away, next to the bedroom, department. Okay. And opposite the exit. So opposite is the same as facing. So for example, I am opposite my laptop.
Mm-hmm.
So at the
Exactly.
back of the room, we have some shelves.
Yeah, so front and back, front of the store, the back of the store. Okay. Um, all right, so these are just some phrases we can use. And another one that could perhaps come in handy is so when you are at the
Mm.
checkout, which is this place you can see here, there are some other questions that I might ask as a customer. I can ask you, of course, can I pay in cash or can I pay by card? So just keep in mind the prepositions here that are slightly different. And another useful one, if you're buying a lot of things, and so maybe you have a new house and you're buying a lot of furniture, especially expensive furniture, you might ask, can I pay in installments? So if you pay something in installments, it means that you pay a certain amount each month. So you kind of finance the total amount. uh, Sometimes you might have a bit of an interest rate that is applied, so you pay a little bit more. But some stores, they also offer zero interest. So you still pay the same amount and it doesn't make a big difference. It's just that you're paying it separately. So it's not too much in one go.
Cool. And then you might hear from the store clerk or I don't know what you call the shop assistant. Would you like a bag? Would you like home delivery? Would you like assembly service? So this is someone to assemble or to put together your furniture for you. And are you an IKEA family member? And yeah, IKEA family is just the membership for IKEA.
Mhm.
Sometimes you can get some discounts, also you can save some money if you are a member to the store. Okay.
Exactly. All right, guys. So if you have any questions about any of this, let us know. Since we only have about 2 minutes, so let's just do a quick review of everything we did. Uh, so here we saw some of the rooms that we find in a house. Of course, bedroom is where you sleep. Living room or sitting room is where maybe you watch TV, or if your friends come over, that's where you would sit and talk to them. So we have, of course, the bathroom where you might shower, where you have a sink. Dining room is where you eat. The kitchen is where you prepare your food. Garden is an area outside where you can have plants or you can sunbathe, which is a nice verb as well. And the balcony, which is the thing Benedetta and I don't have, is a place where you can usually step outside and you can look at the view, look at the city, whatever it is that you have outside your house. We use have got to talk about possession, okay? And if it's third person, it becomes has got. And then here, I'm just going to put them all in the right category again. We have different types of furniture that we use. All right. Lastly, we just talked about some useful expressions you can use perhaps at the store. We can talk about the front of the store, the back of the store, or opposite, which is in front of, as Jadene explained. If you pay something in installments, you pay a little bit every month. And an assembly service is when they come to your house to help you put your furniture together.
And Benedetta has a question. Is it correct to say, can I pay with card? Yes, you can say
I
this. You can
def
say, can I pay with cash or can I pay with card? But by card, um, just sounds a bit better.
Yeah, it sounds a bit more natural. The good thing
Mm,
with English, Benedetta, is that sometimes things are not very common, but then they become the norm, and we just accept it. I
yeah.
think it's fine. As Jardine said, I think it's more common to say by card, but I've
Mm,
caught myself saying it even, can I pay with card? It could be the fact that
yeah.
living in Italy, some of my expressions have even changed. Um, yeah, no problem. That
Okay.
would certainly work.
Okay. Well
Guys,
then,
thank
yeah,
you all for, the good participation, good questions, really nice focus from all of you.
exactly. Okay. Thank you guys. Bye.
Thanks, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.